represent God. They're the most innocent and like God, and that's why the devil wants to hurt them.
The room went silent the moment Jim Caviezel paused mid-sentence. You could hear it in his voice. Not anger, not performance, but something heavier. The kind of emotion that doesn't come from acting, but from something that's been sitting on your chest for a long time. He wasn't just telling a story. He looked like a man carrying something he couldn't ignore anymore. He leaned forward, eyes locked, and said something that made people uncomfortable. Not because it was loud, but because it was serious. He started talking about children, about innocence, about things happening behind closed doors that most people don't want to believe. And then he said a name that instantly changed the energy in the room.
Done everything they could to stop it, as they did this with the Passion of the Christ.
Oprah Winfrey. Now here's the thing. When you hear Oprah's name, you don't think scandal. You think success. You think power, influence, generosity. For decades, she has been one of the most respected figures in media, a woman who built an empire from nothing, a woman who gave people opportunities, told powerful stories, and inspired millions around the world.
I've never been near a puff party. Never.
So when Caviezel began connecting her name to something much darker, people didn't know how to react. Was he exposing something real, or was this something else entirely? Because what nobody expected was how emotional he would get when he started talking about young girls in South Africa.
Everyone was told, from Rupert Murdoch, from Fox, to every studio, look, if you touch this thing, you will be out, you will be done. You'll be finished in 3 years.
And once you hear the full story, it's not something you forget easily. Because before all the headlines, before all the whispers and controversy, there was a dream, a powerful emotional promise that touched the entire world. Years ago, after meeting Nelson Mandela, Oprah made a decision that would define a huge part of her legacy. She wanted to give back in a way that truly mattered. Not just charity, but transformation. So she built something extraordinary, the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa. This wasn't just a school, it was meant to be a safe haven, a place where young girls from difficult backgrounds could get world-class education, support, and a chance to completely change their lives.
I was asking about the movie, and I asked them about that one particular part where everybody's talking, and they all cried out Epstein Island. And I went, oh, okay. Now I understand what we're...
She invested millions into it. Beautiful buildings, top-tier facilities, everything these girls could dream of, and more. To the outside world, it looked like a miracle, a powerful woman reaching back to lift others up. And for many families, it felt like hope had finally arrived. Girls were selected from disadvantaged communities, given opportunities they never imagined possible. Parents trusted that their daughters were stepping into something safe, something life-changing.
Be a place of learning as well as living for them. We have to have a theater because this is a school for leaders, and in order to be a leader, you have to have a voice.
And Oprah herself spoke about these girls with deep emotion. She called them her responsibility, her purpose. But here's where the story starts to shift. Because what nobody expected was cracks began to show. Not years later, but quickly. Reports started surfacing about serious issues inside the academy, allegations involving staff, concerns about how some of the girls were being treated, stories that didn't match the perfect image the world had been shown. And suddenly, that dream started to feel complicated. There was an investigation. A staff member was accused of inappropriate behavior involving students. It became a major scandal at the time. Media outlets picked it up. Questions were raised.
It's an 8-armed octopus. And if you take just out, that arm will grow back. You have to take the head.
Oprah responded immediately. She flew to South Africa, spoke publicly, and said she was deeply shaken. She described herself as heartbroken and determined to fix whatever went wrong.
With Naomi Campbell, he had Oprah Winfrey there with him, who entered the room and was swinging off his arm and just seemed like a very dear friend. And these, like Oprah, Naomi, Rita, and Georgina, they all sat at his table. And for me, meeting Oprah was like, oh my God.
But as something that raised deeper questions. Now let's be clear. What Caviezel has said publicly has sparked intense debate. Some people believe he's raising important concerns that deserve attention. Others believe his claims go too far or rely on speculation. But what can't be ignored is the emotion in his voice when he talks about it. Because for him, this isn't about headlines, it's about children. He described situations where systems meant to protect kids can sometimes fail them, where power and influence can create environments where questions aren't asked quickly enough or loudly enough. And he questioned whether everything that happened at that academy was ever fully understood, not just legally, but morally. And that's where the tension really builds.
If we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment.
Because on one side, you have Oprah, a global icon with decades of impact, philanthropy, and influence. On the other side, you have Caviezel, speaking passionately about protecting children and calling attention to things he believes people are ignoring. And in the middle, a story that's still not fully settled in the public mind. Because here's the twist. Even after investigations, even after responses, even after time passed, people still had questions. What really happened inside that school? Were the problems fully addressed? Did every voice get heard? Or did the world simply move on too quickly? And that's the part that keeps this story alive.
And anybody who knows me knows if there is a party, I'm the first one out.
Because when it comes to children, people don't want half answers. They want certainty. They want truth. And when they don't feel like they have it, the conversation never really ends. For Caviezel, that uncertainty seems to hit deep. You can see it when he speaks. There's frustration there, not necessarily directed at one person, but at a system he believes doesn't always protect the most vulnerable the way it should. And whether people agree with him or not, that emotion feels real.
Are we going to let our children go? And that's a question, and people have to answer.
Because at the core of everything he's saying is a simple but powerful idea. Children deserve better. Always. No exceptions, no confusion, no unanswered questions. And that's what makes this story so heavy. Because it's not just about celebrities. It's not just about headlines. It's about trust, the kind of trust parents place in institutions, the kind of trust the public places in powerful figures, and what happens when that trust is shaken, even slightly. For Oprah, the Academy remains a major part of her legacy. Many girls who attend, because in his mind, even one unanswered question involving a child is too many. And that's what he keeps coming back to. Not fame, not politics, not media narratives, just the children, and whether they were fully protected, fully heard, fully cared for. As the conversation continues to spread online, people are divided. Some are digging deeper, some are pushing back, some are simply trying to understand what's real and what isn't. But one thing is clear, this story isn't going away quietly, because when emotion meets uncertainty, people pay attention. And when someone speaks with the kind of intensity Caviezel does, people listen, even if they don't fully agree.
Why are they so opposed, so frantic in antagonizing Sound of Freedom?
So the real question isn't just about what happened in the past, it's about what we do with these conversations now. Do we ignore them? Do we question them? Do we investigate deeper? Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about one school, or one celebrity, or one actor speaking out. It's about something bigger. It's about accountability. It's about truth. And most importantly, it's about the voices that don't always get heard. And maybe that's why Caviezel got so emotional, because for him, this isn't finished. And for a lot of people watching, it doesn't feel finished either.